Hi! Summer is here, and that means it's crab cake season. If you're a fan of crab cakes but have never made them before, me neither. Let's make some now. I found the recipe on allrecipes.com, uploaded by someone named Chef John, who has tons of followers, and I've made some of his recipes before, and they turn out delicious. So a few simple ingredients, not a whole lot of time and effort, and we'll have some delicious crab cakes. Let's make them. The first thing you need to do is crush 8 saltine crackers in a large bowl. I'm going to use buttery rounds instead, just because that's what I prefer. But if you don't care, just stick with the original recipe. So crush them up pretty finely. I'm going to use a meat tenderizer. Okay, I'm happy with that amount. You need 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. There's 1. There's 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Then you need half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Then you need a half a teaspoon of seafood seasoning. And Old Bay is like the main brand that people love for this. Unfortunately, my local grocery didn't have any. So I'm going to kind of do my own version. So I know it has a little bit of pepper in it. It has a little bit of celery salt. A little bit of paprika. And then it's got a few other ingredients like ginger and cardamom. I'm not going to add those. But I would just recommend get half a teaspoon of Old Bay seafood seasoning. Then you need a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. You need 1 egg that's already been beaten. Then you need a pinch of cayenne pepper. But I already used cayenne pepper in place of seafood seasoning because I didn't have any Old Bay seafood seasoning. Otherwise, you need a pinch of cayenne at this point. Now mix all these ingredients together until well mixed. Okay, that's well mixed. Now you need to stir in 1 pound of fresh crab meat that has been well drained. And really make sure you drain it so it's pretty dry. Stir these until combined, but still chunky. So don't mix it together for an insane amount of time. You still want it nice and chunky. So cover this mixture. Cover it well. You could have used a slightly smaller bowl, but that's okay. Refrigerate for 1 hour. Now put a medium skillet over medium heat and melt 2 tablespoons of butter in it. Take a plate and spread a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs over it. Take your crab mixture and form it into 4 equally shaped patties, small and thick. Okay, there we go. That one's still a little tiny, but just make sure they're roughly the same size. Then take your crab cakes, put them into your melted butter, and then cook until brown. About 4 minutes on each side. So it's been 4 minutes on one side. Now carefully flip them. Oh yeah, they look nice and golden brown on the first side. And swirl the butter around some if you need to. Make sure they stay nice and coated in it. Okay, 4 more minutes and then we'll try them. Alright, I've plated my crab cakes up. Got some tartar sauce. I'm gonna lightly cut into one of them. Dip it in some tartar sauce. That's good. It's very warm, hearty. It's got a nice crab flavor, but you can taste some medley and some of the spices. The butter it cooked in really gave it kind of a nice, crispy, buttery flavor as well. Tastes a lot like good crab cakes you would find at a restaurant or at a nice grocery, and it was super easy to make. So if you want nice crab cakes, look no further.